Shabbat Shalom. James Moody here again on this beautiful Shabbat. Now we see going through the world these plagues, this famine, the weather. All of these are the tools of Yahuwah. And he uses these tools again and again. In the first Exodus, the same things that you see happening now happened then. When Yahuwah freed the Yahudim from Mizraim or Egypt. And one of the things that he used as a weapon was the boil. So now we see, right, that they're calling the boil monkeypox. Monkeypox. Okay, but when you look at what monkeypox is, you'll see that it's a festering boil. Let's see how Yahuwah is using this boil or this monkeypox as a judgment on the nations. All right, so at least this is what a lot of folks believe, that this is the judgment on the West or the world, because of the treatment of the true Yahudim, the hidden ones. All right, so we're going to start at Exodus 9 and 9. And it shall become small dust in all the land of Mizraim, and shall be a boil breaking forth with blains upon man and upon beast throughout all the land of Mizraim. So we understand that this boil was a judgment to all the Mizraim and their cattle, their food source. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to go to Exodus 9 and 10. And they took ashes of the furnace and stood before Pharaoh. And Moshe sprinkled it up towards the heavens. And it became a boil, breaking forth with blain upon man and upon beast. 9 and 11. And the magicians could not stand before Moshe because of the boils, for the boils were upon the magicians and upon all the Mitzrayim. That's pretty bad. So we see that we have these things in modern times, one thing right after another. Oh, it's the fuel, it's the gas, it's the wind, it's the water, it's the drought, it's the locust, it's the now boils, okay? And as you just think about this stuff is relentless. It's not giving the West a break. It's costing money, lives, and it's not going to go away. All right, so let me just, I'm just, just scratching through here lightly because I don't want to make this video too long. We're already at 4 minutes and 24 seconds. But I just want you to maybe just take a look at this from a different perspective of people say, we don't know what's going on. Why are these things happening? Well, we think that prophetically that these are judgments by the Most High in regards to his chosen people, his inheritance, the true Yahudim. Hallelujah. All right. So let's see. Let's go to Jubilees. We're going to go to the book of Jubilees, chapter 48. Verse 5. And Yahuwah executed a great vengeance on them for Yasharel's sake, the Yahudim, Yahudah, the true biblical Hebrews, Yasharel's sake, and smote them through the plagues of blood and frogs, lice, and dog flies, and malignant boils. Let's see, boils, breaking forth in blains, and their cattle by death and by hailstone. Thereby he destroyed everything that grew from them, and by locusts, right? We've already seen reports of locusts eating up the crops. Now it's going to be a bad year for planting, so it's not going to be a lot. Plus the things with Russia and Ukraine and all those things. All those things play into what's happening prophetically. They all play in together. Where were we? Let me start. Let me just start that over again. 48 and 5. And Yahuwah executed a great vengeance on them for Yasharel's sake, and smote them through the plagues of blood and frogs, lice and dog flies, and malignant boils, breaking forth in blains, and their cattle by death and by hailstone. Thereby he destroyed everything that grew from them, for them, and by locusts, which devoured the remnant which had been left by the hail, and by darkness, and by the death of the firstborn of men and animals, and on all their idols Yahuwah took vengeance and burnt them with fire. Again, you see like this wind, the insects, the drought, the lack of water, too much rain, not enough rain, the mold and the corn and all these other things. You can see that these are tools of his, and he's used them again and again. These are his weapons. It's not global warming, okay? So it's not global warming. Okay, so what? We're at 8 minutes on this video. Just giving you some food for thought. This new monkey, I can just go on and on to show you that Yahuwah, or the Most High, uses these things as judgment. And you can see by just going back into the verses that I'm speaking of, reading on now, that he absolutely does use these things for judgment. That's pretty much all I have. Just pay attention to these things and just see if it starts to make sense in a world where people are saying, hey, these things don't make sense. Well, it makes perfect sense if you kind of have a clue as to what's going on. Hallelujah. I will ask the Ruach of understanding to come down, and the Ruach of ministry to come and help me with this message, hopefully. And prayerfully, I have done a decent job, and you can understand what I'm saying. Hallelujah. Have a great day.